Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Ohara. I can't wait to check this out. So, One Piece is going into its final story, but there is still so much that needs to be answered, which I think is absolutely incredibly insane, considering it's been going since 1997, and Ohara here has got 146 insane mysteries that need answers. So, before One Piece ends, let's see what the 146 answers are like. What's the Void Century? Like, what's the Will of D?
What happens during the Void Century?
There we go.
What is the Will of D?
Yeah.
And what actually is the One Piece?
Yeah, what is it? Is it a treasure?
One last saga. It's really hard to believe that One Piece is coming to an end.
Yeah, yeah.
Allegedly, at least.
Mental.
With 25 years of publication, it started to seem like the story would just go on forever, but all good things must come to an end. Even if Oda-sensei is being a little bit, let's say, optimistic about his estimates. However, what's even harder to believe is how many open questions we still
There's too
have
much.
to be
There's too
answered.
much.
How many mysteries still need solving? How many people and places and events we still have to see in the story? And so I took to Twitter, and together with you, we found 146
Crazy.
things that we still need to see before the end of One Piece. And so let's start with what many fans think will be the setting of the next arc. We still need to see Elbaf, the
Yes.
land of the giants. And
We do.
concerning Elbaf, we still have a few questions, like who is Loki, the prince that Big Mom mentioned on Whole Cake Island, who Lola was engaged to?
Yeah.
We meet other Norse mythology-inspired characters like Thor or
Oh, that'd be
Odin.
sick,
Actually,
yes.
I guess we already met Odin and Wano, so that might be a bit too many Odins for one story. In Big Mom's flashback, we also saw what appeared to be a massive tree on the island. Is this the fabled Adam tree? We also know that while the giants have a strong connection to Norse mythology, a certain red-haired pirate
Shanks.
who still needs to reunite with Luffy also has a Viking-inspired ship. So we have to ask, what is Shanks' connection to Elbaf?
Yeah.
And before we reach the final destination, Laugh Tale, we're still missing one
Road poneglyph, yeah.
Where is it? Is it on Elbaf? Of Laugh Tale, though, we obviously have a load of questions about this mysterious island as well. The first being, well, where exactly is it?
Yeah.
And what was so outrageously funny
That Roger and everyone laughed about it, yeah.
What exactly was Roger too early for in arriving there? Elbaf and Laugh Tale are the two islands the Straw Hats absolutely 100%
Have to get to.
still need to visit
Yes.
before the end of One Piece. However, there are still loads of other locations that we're wondering about. One place in particular that we need to learn a lot about is God Valley, but we'll probably only get to see anything about it through flashbacks. We probably won't visit this location in person on account that it's completely disappeared, which raises the questions, what happened on God Valley?
Yeah, like, how did it go?
Why did it vanish?
Yeah.
But these three
So
places
many
are far from the only
questions.
ones we still have questions about.
It's crazy.
Other places we're still curious about, but aren't necessarily likely to get answers before the end of the story include Lodestar Island, and the mystery and its importance in teaching pirates about the poneglyphs, the fabled Emerald City, a mythic place on par with the Golden City on Skypiea, and where and what was the thing that we saw sucking Cabone Bitch and the Fire Tank Pirates into the sky? Also, before we saw Buggy get imprisoned and pulled down, he was searching for Captain John's treasure. Where and what is that
Yeah.
treasure? Does it have anything to do with his recent promotion?
Yeah, he could do, actually. That could be why he's managed to get to where he's...
Subscribers of the day, both
yeah, very good point. Because he's got Crocodile and Mihawk working for him now. Cross Guild.
Those islands we have been to. Questions like, why is it always day on Enies Lobby? How were the gates of justice constructed? My personal vote goes to the unspeakable power of Awakened Bueno. What were the giant silhouettes we saw in the Florian Triangle? Where are they building the
Bridge
bridge
to, yeah.
the Wolf to? How will Luffy destroy Fishman Islands? What happens during the reverie on Marijoa? How was the Red Line created? What was Zanisha's punishment that led to Zoe moving around for centuries?
Yeah.
How were Wano's borders closed? And let's not forget the ever-important moon. You know, sometimes I do feel bad for anime-only watchers because they don't get to ask questions like, why are there 7 moons? Are the Sky Islanders from the moon? What is Enel doing up there with the space pirates?
Enel needs to come back and do something, man.
Let me catch your breath here. That's
So long
31
ago.
questions so far for those of you who are keeping score, and those are only questions about the geography of
Oh
One
my
Piece.
god.
But what about the over 1,000 characters of the story? Well, we have plenty of questions about those too. Some important characters exist only in legend. We haven't even seen them, and yet they have an impressive presence in the series.
Rox.
The first that comes to mind is Rox.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Who is he? What was his goal? How did he gather?
I seen
such
someone had a theory that
powerful
he is
crew? And what was
the
his ultimate
person
goal? And what about the
that had the
greatest
frozen straw
scientific
hat. I
mind
can't remember his
of the
name.
world government, the creator of the Pacifista,
Dude, it was at the Reverie.
artificial devil fruits. Who is Dr.
Vegapunk,
Along
yeah.
a similar line, we also have Scopper Gaban. Where is the Pirate King's third in command?
Oh.
Was he Crocus's mysterious samurai friend? Oh, and yeah,
Oh.
who is Charlotte Snack? There is a whole suite commander that we never got to see on Whole Cake Islands. And while we're super curious about these mysterious figures who've yet to be properly introduced, we're also missing some of our old friends that we just know will play a role in the story to come. Some of these we're bound to hear from very, very soon, and others we might be waiting a while, but in the meantime,
Go on.
we have to ask, where exactly is
Sabo.
Sabo right now? What happened to Vivi? What
Yeah.
happened to Moria? What's the
What did
status
happen to
of
Moria?
Chichibukai
Gecko Moria, man.
being
He
hunted
encountered
by the
Gold,
world government? So,
Blackbeard.
where is Mihawk? Where's Boa Hancock? And what about Weevil? Oh yeah, and is Edward Weevil actually
Whitebeard's son, yeah.
You do have to admit that the mustache resemblance is uncanny.
Mhm.
And what about the people that he's after? Where are the remaining division commanders of the Whitebeard Pirates? What role is Crocodile gonna play at the end of the story? And what is the big secret from his past that Ivankov threatened him with? Where is Uruj, the member of the worst generation we probably know the least about? With all of his peers being
I forgot about him.
fleshed out at this point, surely
He should have had
also
something,
has
yeah.
a role to play in the future as well. There are also still a lot of loose ends to tie up from recent arcs. Some other characters we'd still like to check up upon for example. How will Charlotte Katakuri factor into the
Oh,
future of One
mate,
Piece?
Katakuri needs to come back.
Ally with Luffy in the final war.
Will he
What's
ally,
happened to
though,
the fish
after what's happened to
pirates
Big Mom?
after Whole Cake Island? Did they survive Big Mom's onslaught? Speaking of which, what's happened to Big Mom's children who came to Wano after they were knocked off the waterfall twice? Oh, and speaking of Big Mom, are Big Mom and Kaido gone?
Yeah, are they actually dead?
Forever? In most series, this wouldn't be a question given their current status of being submerged in lava.
Yeah.
This is One Piece we're talking about,
Yeah.
and they might
It's very
just
difficult
have
to just kill
the
anybody off.
life on their side. What about the characters we haven't seen in a really long time? We already mentioned Enel a little bit when we talked about the moon,
Oh.
but I'm talking back even further than that, all the way to the East Blue. Where did Axe Hand Morgan escape to after his
Oh,
cover story?
yeah.
And will Jin finally reunite with the crew? And will we see the most important character in the
Oh, the
entire
dude in the
series,
treasure
which I
chest.
hope
Yeah.
Love Tale, since he of course is the One Piece. And then finally in this
That's so
category, we
random.
of course have plenty of characters who we've just seen relatively recently and who are certainly gonna play an important role in the final saga, but who still have a ton of mystery around them. Most recently, we have of course Buggy. How the hell did he become a young
Yeah, man.
And in Wano, we still have a lot of questions about Toki. Primarily, why did she jump into the future from the Void Century in the first place, and who was she there? What about Bonnie and Kuma, who we saw in the Reverie? What is their connection? We know that Kuma was a revolutionary.
Yeah, they
but
saved
what
Kuma, didn't
was
they,
his
as well?
epithet, the Tyrant? And why did he agree to Vegapunk's experimentation? Also, since Bonnie can manipulate her age, how old is she really? And who is she really?
It's
The
so
big
crazy,
reveal, what
there's so
about the
much.
enigmatic leader of
Dragon.
revolutionaries and Luffy's absentee father, Dragon? Why did he abandon his son? What is his absolute goal as leader of the revolutionary army? And what's his devil fruit power? The prevailing theory is that he holds a wind or storm type fruit, but this has yet to be confirmed. And if Kaido turned out to be a fish, then who knows what misdirection Oda may be employing here. What about the enemies of the revolutionaries, the world government? There's still so much mystery surrounding this entire organization as a whole as well. So before the end of the series, we still need to know, what is the SSG? Who is the leader of SWORD? Is Tashigi actually connected to Kuina in some way? Or is there
Zoro's childhood friend.
How about the admirals? Where in the world did they conscript Fujitora and Ryokugyu from? Both of them are absolute powerhouses.
They are ridiculously strong,
like. Plucked from out of nowhere. Originally, the prevailing theory was that Fujitora and maybe Green Bull were from Wano, but does that still seem likely? Will we get the backstory of any of the admirals? Did Aokiji actually leave the Marines, or is he just spying on Blackbeard? Who are the Gorosei? We do know virtually nothing about these shadowy figures that helm the world governments. How old are they actually?
Yeah.
Do they have powers, or do they serve in purely a non-combative role? And then, of course, who is Imu?
That's the one.
Hidden ruler of the world government and the world as a whole.
Yeah,
How
some people reckon that he's
What
Rox.
powers do they have? And since we recently learned about the Gorosei's special secret friend Shanks, we still need to ask, why is he able to
Just walk in, yeah. What's that about?
With the Gorosei? Did he know the importance of the Nika fruit when he stole it from the world government?
I reckon so.
What are his true intentions or allegiances? How powerful is Shanks really? And perhaps the most pressing question of them all, is Shanks the father of Makino's baby? How about the man who left Shanks with his trademark scar? Luffy's biggest rival for the Pirate King's crown, Blackbeard. Before the end of the series, we still need to know Marshall D.
I think it's amazing we've hardly seen anything of Blackbeard, but he is going to be like the end threat, isn't he?
The razor, the saber, not the razor, the saber of Zebek. Why does he know so much about the world, and what is his ultimate goal? And of course, the most mysterious of all, why doesn't he sleep, and how can he have two devil fruit?
Yeah, that was a big one. Like, how did he take Whitebeard's devil fruit?
That brings us to 90 mysteries yet to be solved in the series, but we're far from done yet. All of these people and places still don't get into the core mysteries of One Piece. What is the true history of this world? We still
Yeah, the
need
Void
to know
Century, what happened?
has happened during the Void Century. What is the true past of the world government? And what was the ancient kingdom that they clashed with? What was the great cleansing that led to the presumed end of this ancient kingdom? In Wano, we learned a whole lot about Luffy's devil fruit, but for every answer that we received, we had more questions pop up in their place. Luffy is definitely the next Joy Boy, or just Joy Boy, but we still have to wonder, who was
Joy Boy?
Who is Joy Boy? And did the giant straw hat in Marijoa belong to him originally? We do know that Luffy's fruit wasn't actually the Gomu Gomu no Mi. It turned out to secretly be the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika all along, but who or what is the sun god's Nika in this world? And speaking of his very special fruit, we still need a certain Dr. Vegapunk to explain to us what exactly devil fruits are in the first place.
How were they?
We still kind of don't
How did they come to
know.
existence?
What about Luffy's other special powers that go beyond his amazing feats of haki or devil fruit usage? What is the will of D and the secret
what is it? Come on.
Kiss and so many other characters?
There's going to be so many. They do answer all these
What
things.
is the voice of all things, and
So
why
many
can't
reveals.
Luffy hear it?
It's going to be sick.
Thanks to Sukiyaki's and Robin's conversation in the latest chapter, we also just learned that the ancient weapon Pluton is located in Wano, paying off a mystery that was introduced all the way back in Alabasta. We've learned quite a bit about Shirahoshi, aka Poseidon, but what are the ancient weapons? What was their purpose?
Yeah, who
We know
built
that
them?
Pluton is a battleship of some kind, but who created it? And while we're at it, who created the other mysterious, massive boat, Noah? And for as much as we've heard about the Pluton and Poseidon, we've learned absolutely nothing about Uranus. What and where is this final weapon? And then, of course, we're missing the ultimate mystery, the treasure that Luffy has been
what is the
searching
One
for
Piece?
since chapter 1 and the title of the story. What is the One
Which is insane that no one knows.
The most interesting questions, though, there are still some other miscellaneous things that simply need to happen before the end of the series.
Okay.
We still need to know what the egg was on the Oro Jackson. We still need to see the Ope Ope no Mi's immortality surgery
yeah.
to play in some way or form. We need to see the Grand Fleet reappear
Yeah, we
during
do.
the final war. And there are a few things that aren't super necessary, but we'd really like to see them, so get your pen and paper and start writing those letters to Oda. A lot of fans would love to see another daily bad fight, for
Yeah,
instance,
people are saying that like maybe that's how it's going to be against Blackbeard, but more intense.
As well. And while we're now clearly in the era of God Usopp, I really would do a lot to see Sogeking just one last time.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
I really want to see God Valley, but I'm partial to Sniper Island here, honestly. And hey, if they made it to Skypiea, surely the Straw Hats can make it into your heart. Well, this brings us to a whooping 115 mysteries we need solved and things we need to see in the final saga of One Piece. But there's still one very important category to go. Things that still need to be resolved with the Straw Hat crew themselves.
Well, yeah, Zoro needs to fight Mihawk.
25 years following the adventures of Luffy and his crew. Each of the Straw Hats has a dream, and we just know we'll see them achieve their goals by the end of One Piece. For Zoro, we still haven't got an explanation about his missing items.
Oh yeah, what's that about?
We
Yeah.
also got some massive hints, but no confirmation that he has relatives in Wano. Oda went out of his way to deny that Zoro's father was Ushimaru, the daimyo of Ringo, but if not Ushimaru, then who? And now that he's been wielding Oda's black blade,
Oh my god, yeah, so sick.
I'd love to see him forge a black blade of his own. Oh, and what was with his standoff with the Grim Reaper? Of course, now that he's presumably conquered death, he still has an even more formidable foe to defeat as well. Before the end, we need to see Zoro take on Mihawk and become the greatest swordsman in the world. Usopp also has plenty of goals to accomplish as well. He has plenty of lies that still need to come true. We'd love to see him landing a force of 8,000 men, preferably giants of course, become a true warrior of the sea and reunite with his father Yasop.
Yeah, that's going to be cool to see, because obviously he's in Shanks' crew, isn't he?
Well, his explanation for his fire powers is his burning passion, and many have theorized that it has something to do with Lunarian DNA. But we still need a straightforward explanation. Why the hell can you conjure fire, Sanji? And for someone so obsessed with romance, will he ever find love?
Oh, I hope he does.
Yoda or Pudding or hell, Nami. But more importantly than his love for women is his love for cooking. So we need to see him finally find the sea that he's always dreamed of. The
Go Blue.
We don't really have too many questions about Nami herself, but given that she was adopted after being found by Melmeer, we could still ask where she's originally from and who her parents are. It doesn't really matter, but given that we've gotten a lot of extra backstory for Sanji and Zoro recently, and everyone in our crew seems to secretly have special parents for some reason, it could very much still happen. What absolutely needs to happen is that Nami needs to achieve her dream of completing a map of the entire world. With Chopper, we still have a few questions about his Zone Fruit. We've speculated that his monster point is a forced awakening, but we could still use some confirmation from Oda here. Also, given that we've only ever really seen him as a human reindeer hybrid, we have to ask, can Chopper go full human form? I mean, I don't really want to see it, because it would probably be
but it's a question.
terrifying, but I still do have to ask. By the end of the series, though, our favorite doctor still needs to cure the world's diseases. Maybe he won't get every single one, but a great one for him to cure, for instance, would be the laughing side effect of the smile fruits, allowing him to further restore the country of Wano.
That would be cool.
Most of her big mysteries we've already covered in the section about the true history, since that's basically her dream to uncover the true history. However, there's still a very pressing questions. Where is her cowgirl hat? We can only pray that her signature hat makes the return in the final saga. In order for us to uncover all of that true history, she also needs to find the remainder of the poneglyphs and decipher them all. Given that we just now basically found out what the very first poneglyph we saw in Alabasta said, it would be really nice if Oda could give us some translation of the other poneglyphs as well.
Please.
Isn't too mysterious of a figure. He kind of lets it all
hang out.
Sometimes a little bit too literally, I feel. But before the end of the series, we're sure to see him sail his dream ship, the Thousand Sunny, around the globe. Brook, our favorite skeletal musician, obviously has to reunite with Laboon.
That's going to be nice to see.
How the #1 Bob Bing Sake fits in with the entire story, as has been highly speculated, especially in regards to Love Tale and the One Piece. We don't really have too many questions about Jinbei either, but we do want to see him achieve his goal of brokering peace between fishmen and humans,
Hell yeah.
as well as seeing the fishmen return to the surface. We also don't have too many questions for Yamato,
Yamato.
except who her mother is, but we do have a lot of questions about our captain, Monkey D. Luffy, such as, who is his mother? And is it Crocodile? And while we're at it,
Yeah.
who is his grandma? Because we don't know who Dragon's mom / Garp's wife / partner was either. We also need to see him reunite with his
Oh my
grandmother
god,
Shanks,
reuniting
as well as
Shanks is going to be
returning
absolutely
Caesar's
amazing.
straw hat, in a moment that's sure to leave the fans around the world in tears. We also still need to get confirmation on what the mysterious dream that he shares with Roger is. And last but certainly not least, we need to see Luffy become the king of the pirates. Oh, and actually, for Luffy's mom, well, there is this extremely wild theory out there that you really shouldn't miss.
Was that if Crocodile was his mum? It's absolutely mental. There's so many questions still, and we're in the final part of One Piece now. Absolutely insane. It's fun though, isn't it? And every time one of these, there's gonna be. It just gives the past story so many moments to just have hype. It's reveals something and it's going to be like, oh my god, that's amazing. But anyway, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video upload, links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 more is all I ask to help support the channel. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys very much for that. Special thank you to Snidely Whiplash, who's currently donating $50 to the Patreon page. Incredible, thanks. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos, and I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time.